The remarkable truth is this: America is no longer a white Christian country, and that's going to have profound implications. In the early 1990s, fewer than 1 in 10 Americans said that they were religiously unaffiliated. That number today is nearly a quarter. It's 23%. About 2/3 of seniors identify as white and Christian. But if we go down to the youngest Americans, those under the age of 30, only 29% of that group identifies as white and Christian. Today we have 0 Protestants on the U.S. Supreme Court, and if Merrick Garland is confirmed, we will have 5 Catholics and 4 Jews. The 2012 election with Romney versus Obama is a good illustration of just how quickly the power of white Christian America has declined. Romney actually did pretty well among white evangelical voters. He hit all his basic marks that his campaign should have hit. If he had run the same campaign he ran and got the same kinds of support he got in 2004, he would have won. But what had changed between 2004 and 2012 was that the religious and racial landscape had shifted just enough that it wasn't enough to put him over the top. Now, obviously, we're seeing Donald Trump running with this playbook. We may have a real test case on our hands about whether or not there are, in fact, enough white Christian voters out there for a Republican candidate to win, relying on those supermajorities. One key question is, what does it mean to be an American? What is the image of America that comes to people's minds when they even hear the word America? And I think that's one of the things we're struggling over in the country today. For many white evangelicals, I mean, they see something that looks like a Norman Rockwell painting, a white Protestant family gathered around a Thanksgiving table. And I think for many that evokes this era of the 1950s where white conservative Christian values really did hold sway. Compare that to the Coca-Cola commercial that aired during the Super Bowl. We had all kinds of families, you know, they were black, they were white, they were Latino, they were Asian, and they were Muslim, and they were Christian. And it set off a firestorm of controversy. You know, many conservative white Christians saying, like, this is not at all the America we ought to be celebrating. In fact, it's a departure from this image that we have. People fight like that when they are losing a sense of place, a sense of belonging, and a sense of the country that they understand and love. So thinking about the descendants of white Christian America that are still here with us today, and again, it's still 45% of the country. It's a lot of people. How do they re-engage in public life when they can't be the majority? On the one hand, there are leaders, I think, such as Russell Moore at the Southern Baptist Convention, who is really trying to take these shifts really seriously and to figure out how to engage in a way where they're taking one seat at the table and not pretending that they own the whole table. On the other hand, I think we're seeing some real reactions against this, and we're seeing it with the evangelical leaders who are really supporting Trump, calling for Christians to kind of turn out and reclaim their dominant space in public life. There just aren't the numbers out there for that to happen. America is no longer a majority white Christian country.